maybe the first question that comes before the one I'm asking, did you do the crime? Again, I think that's the first point of departure. Did you commit the crime?
I mean, to this day, I sit here and say I didn't, but I already did the time for it. So it's like, I might as well say I did, you know? Like, it's no point, even if I sit here and say and make excuses. Like, I think part of growing up is taking accountability and just being mature to say, hey, I put myself in this predicament. I surround myself with this type of people. So it's like I was thugging, and at the time, I'm surrounding myself with nothing but gang members and shit like that. So that's what I got.
Your death was because of your association. Because I want us to make it clear. All right. So ultimately, how many years did you get?
Ultimately, I ended up doing about 3.5 years if you add it all up together.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, it's tough. Like, it's like I'm counting the time from when I was initially arrested. When I was initially arrested at 17, it's like I already went in there knowing, oh, I'm fucked. Like, my mama ain't got bond money, bro. My bond money was 50,000 USD.
Bond money, I assume it's bail money.
Yeah, bail money.
Oh,
yeah,
it's called bond. That's
yeah.
Okay.
So initially, when I was arrested, I was charged with 1 count of robbery, and they hit me with a $50,000 bond, and I already knew that off top, my people ain't got that money.
Yeah.
You know, so I was already
down.
I was already in that situation. Like, and what hurts the most is that I went from hero to zero in all of a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
So if I can ever encourage youths, it's like decision making is the best thing you can ever do in life. Your life can change in a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
So I went from being a high school football star, who had D1 football scholarships, to somebody who was like nobody wants to be around. All in a matter of seconds, you know. I had a lot of abandonment issues. I had a lot of father issues. I remember growing up seeing, like, as I explained, I was into sports. So I was one of the best athletes at my school, or actually in the region. And it's like I had other parents coming to see me and support me versus to my own parents.
But your father,
Yeah, and I remember, like, football practice, it's like everybody got their dad with them, coaching them up. I ain't had nobody show me how to do ABC. I had to learn on my own.
Let's dive in, Nif, on the importance of the father. And also, I'm talking about visibility. I'm talking about presence. Not just someone who comes here and say, I love you with money, but someone who is present.
Yeah.
What is the importance? How important it is for fathers to play their role in the child's life?
I think it's very important because that's the first element, or in the sense of an example. I think sometimes in life you have to lead by example. You can tell someone, or someone can watch a show of how to do things or how to be guided, but the first window of opportunity to learn a proper example starts from your household.
The DNA.
Yeah, your household and your DNA.
Yeah.
So your father plays a critical role in your upbringing.
Okay. If you were to change anything about that situation, my guy, or if you were to advise someone who's growing up without a father, what would be your best advice? Do you think that situation really contributed to a man that you became?
Definitely. To the youth, if anybody's ever been in my shoes, I always say, like, there's always two sides of the story. So growing up, I only heard one side of the story of my upbringing, my father and mother. I never got the chance to hear my father's side. So growing up, and it takes a lot of maturity as well. You also have to hear your father's side, and also it takes you being an adult and you being a man as well, and putting yourself in their situations and being like, what would you have done had you been in his
Something
shoes?
that's called culture shock. When your reception, my guy, because obviously you are hailing from America, coming back in the country. When did you come back?
2020.
2020.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you find things, totally 360?
Yeah, it's a big 360. Like, what's cool in America might not be cool out here, you know? So, like, even me talking about these stories and just jail stuff, it's like a lot of people, Black individuals in the States, they can resonate. Like, they relate to what I'm talking. I'm the voice of them, you know?
Yeah.
But out here, it's like a lot of people don't really, like, have too many jail stories, or, like, it's frowned upon.
Yeah.
They look at you like you throw, you know? You throw, you just, like, you out of there, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a big culture shock, not just in terms of, like, jail, but just, like, culture, just food, just entertainment, a lot of different things. There's a lot of different things I had to adjust to.
Yeah. But if you were to make your own choice, my guy, as an entity, would you yield towards SA, or would you prefer international, America?
You know, I love it in SA to the point where I wish I can bring my people that I grew up with in the States here. So if I could overall just have the people from the States here, that would like overall like make me so better. Like I'll be really comfortable.
A lot of people are starting to ask a lot of questions, and they want us to get to the point with what brings you here.
And it's like when I got here, it's like I got to truly appreciate the beauty of Africa. So I really would love to just preach that, like, it's nice here. It's a vibe actually. I really appreciate being in South Africa, and I embrace being South African.
Yeah.
So outside of that, I did get in some misfortunate situations that I think in life sometimes you have to make mistakes those mistakes are what shape you to be who you are. And those mistakes that I made shaped me to be who I am. And it's something that I don't shy away. I'm an open book, It's something that I embrace. It is what it is. If none of those things had happened, I wouldn't be who I am today. I wouldn't have the knowledge I have. I wouldn't have the wisdom I have. I wouldn't have the compassion that I have for other people.
We're living this life, but now it's very risky, my guy.
Yeah.
And Guti, you went through thick and thin. For you to be here, to look like this, to be a pimp, there's a story to tell.
And a musician,
Yeah.
Like really, all this that I'm saying, it's like ultimately is to invest into my business. So ultimately, like I use my life story and my pain and I turn it into profit.
Yeah.
So if I could ever advise other individuals, like your trauma, what I'm good at is I'm good at writing. I'm good at expressing my emotions through music. So everybody check out my story, Letters to Myself. That's my drill mixtape about to pop up. And then my album is called Bigger Than Me, all independently done by YDC Records.
Ladies and gentlemen, YDC, Mr.